All right, welcome back. I wanted to show you in this one that's called using list boxes and dynamic properties, just a few things. How to add items to a list box. So we have a regular old list box here, but if I want to add some items to it, I'll just type in some junk. I can click add and it shows up over here. If I decide I don't want an item, I can hit delete and it will whack them. I can sit there and hit delete and get rid of any of these. When the program restarts, however, all of these original list items will show up again. So it's not really deleting them for good, it's just deleting them while the project's running. I wanted to show you how you could change the background color of your forms dynamically. So again, properties, a lot of properties can be changed dynamically so the customer can make those kind of changes. You can maximize a window. I want to show you how you can minimize it down to the taskbar, and then you can set it to normal. So I have all those codes for you, and I just want you to be able to write them down. You don't have to build this one particularly, but these are nice things that you might want to add into your project at some point, and I just wanted to show you how to do it. Okay? And on this one, when they hit exit, I had to come up with a message box for some reason just to harass them a little bit. So let's take a look at the code for this puppy. No special using statements. I am using the drawing namespace so that we can change colors. When they click on a add button, remember what I wanted to do. When they click on add, I want to take whatever is in this text box and just add it to the list of items in the list box. So here's how you would do that. You would take the item that they want to add in the text box, and if it's blank, it'll add a blank. Blanks are okay. And it'll take that item, and we're going to say lbproducts.items.add, and then you can put it in here. Okay, so I could put that in there, and so in one line of code you can do that. If you want to delete it, you have a couple options. Probably the easiest thing is to just say lbproducts.items. Remember, we're working with the items collection, so you got to put items in there. Remove, and then you have to say the name of the list box again, dot selected item. It seems a little redundant, but that's just the way they do it, and I always forget that part. The other thing you can do is, remember that we said the items in a list box are stored in as index numbers. The other option you can use, and I've got it commented out here, is to say lbproducts.items remove at. Now you have to be careful when you pick these. Remove at, and then you would say lbproducts.selected index. Okay, so when you highlight it, the computer knows what the index number is, and you can say just delete that particular index number. So two ways of doing that, and you should write them both down so you have them. And I think the quit button just puts in a message box that says show, ready to quit. And then finally, to change colors. Here's a couple options on colors. You can say this, which means the form itself, dot back color equals color, and as soon as you type in color with a dot, you'll get a whole mess of options here, tons of options. Okay, so that's pretty simple if you want to do it that way. The other way you can do it, if you want to, you can say this back color equals system.drawing.color.blue, so you can type in the entire namespace if you care to. If you have this up here where it says you're going to use a system drawing namespace to begin with, then you don't have to bother typing this in. The reason that this works is because I'm already including all the features in the system drawing namespace, and color happens to be in there. That's all. Okay, but if I was to take that namespace out, then I would have to do it this way. So again, write both of them down so you have them both. A lot of programmers like using this regardless of whether it's in the using namespace or not. They just like it. So you need to have both. Now, when you want to change the red, you just change it to color red and the color green. Now this one is how you change the size of the window. You would say this.windowState equals form window state.minimized, and when you do this, you will get the window state. You can pop it in, do a dot, and then it has all these for you. So it's not like you have to remember them. What you have to remember is that it's the window state property that you're messing with. So you can set it to minimized, you can set it to maximized, or you can set it to normal. Okay, and that's just kind of a short little project, but I wanted you to have those things because, again, you may add some of those features, and I wanted to have them in a separate little project for you in case you need to go back and look at them at any time.